Okay, so I am taping this at 2:30 in the morning, 2.5 hours away from the Golden Globe nominations, which are a surprisingly big deal for me, even though I know that the Golden Globes are a big deal until they aren't a big deal. They're kind of the precursor to the Oscars, but at the same time, they don't really mean anything. I mean, anyone can get a Golden Globe. I could get a Golden Globe. That's not true, I probably couldn't get a Golden Globe. So I'm filming this not because I think anyone could actually see it before the nominations come out, because in the time it'll take me to shoot this and edit this and everything, it'll probably be like 3:30. I don't know if there's anyone up at 3:30 in the morning that's just like, hey, let me go search in the underbelly of YouTube to see someone predict the Golden Globes. I don't know if there's people that actually search for people to predict the Golden Globes, but I'm going to do it. Keep in mind, these are my predictions for the Golden Globes. I'm going to do a series of videos at the end of the year, my favorites of each category. Probably the Oscar categories, even though I probably won't do the technical categories as videos, because who's going to watch me talk about sound design for 30 minutes? So these aren't my favorites. These aren't ones that I would pick. They're things that I think the Hollywood Foreign Press will pick. Save for about 5 of my picks. There's about 5 in there that I just couldn't resist because it's nice to dream of an award show where these picks get recognized. Also, I apologize, but I'm not doing TV nominations for the Golden Globes because I don't keep up with current TV. I keep up with movies really a lot, but I don't keep up with current TV. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Best Score. I never really understood why the Hollywood Foreign Press includes Best Score but not other technical categories, because this is the only technical category there. But oh well. Creed. I loved the score of Creed. I really, really loved it. Mad Max Fury Road, also loved the score there. Spotlight, I can see getting a nomination. Steve Jobs, I love the score of that movie. I could see it not getting a nomination. And The Hateful Eight, I hear it's got an amazing score. I don't know if Star Wars is included in this one, but if it is, it's definitely getting a nomination. It's probably going to win. Best Screenplay, I don't know if I'm going to be completely right on this one or completely wrong. It could go both ways. Spotlight, Steve Jobs, I can understand if you don't love the movie Steve Jobs, but the script, come on, the script. The Big Short, The Hateful Eight, again, I can't imagine a Tarantino script not getting nominated. And The Martian, I think that the script of The Martian was probably my favorite part of the movie, actually. My two omissions, Trainwreck, that's probably going to get nominated for screenplay. Everybody loves Amy Schumer. Brooklyn, and I lied. There's three omissions. Bridge of Spies is another one. A lot of people really love that script, and it was written by the Coen Brothers. So yay! Best Director. This is the category which I probably have the most likelihood of being completely wrong in. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu for The Revenant, George Miller for Mad Max Fury Road, Quentin Tarantino for The Hateful Eight. Isn't it just great that we live in a year where we get a new Tarantino movie? Steven Spielberg for Bridge of Spies. Honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I can't foresee him not getting a nomination. Tom McCarthy for Spotlight. Here's my long list of omissions. Ridley Scott for The Martian. I went back and forth between that and George Miller for a long time because Ridley Scott is getting a lot of love this year. Todd Haynes for Carol. I could honestly really see him getting a nomination. Danny Boyle for Steve Jobs, Ryan Coogler for Creed, John Crowley for Brooklyn, and David O. Russell for Joy. Best Supporting Actor, honestly, a really tough category to nail down. A lot of great performances. Benicio del Toro for Sicario, Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies. Honestly, I personally didn't really love the performance. I thought it was okay, but I think he's going to get a nomination. Mark Ruffalo for Spotlight, Michael Keaton for Spotlight, and Sylvester Stallone for Creed. These are my predictions. Honestly, though, I had a lot of omissions that I would have loved to see in there, including Jacob Tremblay for Room, Jason Segel for The End of the Tour, one of my favorite performances of the year, Oscar Isaac for Ex Machina, and John Cusack for Love and Mercy. But I am aware that none of them are going to get nominated, and I've made my peace with that. Best Supporting Actress. This one was tough only because I know that the Hollywood Foreign Press has moved Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl and Rooney Mara for Carol over to lead for the Golden Globes. So this is what I put together. Alicia Vikander for Ex Machina. That's a personal pick. I don't believe it's going to happen, but wouldn't it be cool if it did? Because wasn't she great in that movie? Helen Mirren for Trumbo. Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight. Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. I love that performance. Honestly, right now, probably my pick to win. And Rachel McAdams for Spotlight. Best Actress Comedy. Unfortunately, not as stacked as Best Actress Drama. I guess all the great actress performances are in drama this year. Amy Poehler for Sisters, I'm sure she's great in the movie, but I think she's going to get nominated so that she can come and make a funny speech at the ceremony. Amy Schumer for Trainwreck, I think that's a shoe-in. Elizabeth Banks for Love and Mercy, that's more of a personal pick because I love the movie. She's not the lead of that movie, nor is it a comedy, so oh well. Jennifer Lawrence for Joy, probably a shoe-in. She's probably going to win that category. Melissa McCarthy for Spy. Everyone seemed to love Spy. I didn't see it, but I think it's worth a nomination that she's in a good movie again. Best Actor Comedy. Whew. This one was tough. I spent about 10 or 15 minutes trying to think of 5 to put in there because I just haven't seen any great actor performances for comedy this year. But here's my list. Christian Bale for The Big Short. I think he's probably a supporting role in that movie, but that's my prediction. Matt Damon for The Martian. Paul Dano for Love and Mercy. That's a personal pick. I don't really believe that he's going to get in there. I just didn't want to put Bradley Cooper on my list for Burnt. Robert De Niro for The Intern. I saw The Intern and I was pleasantly surprised. I liked it quite a bit. I like that a weak category in the Globes kind of get Robert De Niro this kind of attention if he gets the nomination. And Steve Carell for The Big Short. Best Actress Drama. You got your Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl. You got Brie Larson for Room. Cate Blanchett for Carol. Rooney Mara for Carol. And Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn. I learned how to pronounce her name, by the way. Notable omissions. There were a lot for this one because it's a pretty stacked category this year, actually. They include Charlotte Rampling for 45 Years. Sarah Silverman for I Smile Back. Charlize Theron for Mad Max Fury Road. And Carey Mulligan for Suffragette. Best Actor Drama. This one is not nearly as stacked as Best Actress Drama, which is a refreshing change. So Eddie Redmayne for The Danish Girl, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs, Leo for The Revenant, Tom Hanks for Bridge of Spies, and Will Smith for Concussion. The only notable omission is Johnny Depp. I feel like he's going to get nominated anyway, and I feel like I'm going to be wrong, so I'm sorry. Best Picture Comedy, we got Joy in there. Love and Mercy, I don't truly think that's going to get nominated, and it's not a comedy, it's a musical, but I'll be really happy if that happened. The Big Short, haven't seen it yet, but it's getting a lot of buzz. I'm really excited to see it. The Martian, that's going to get in there. Shoe-in, I think. Trainwreck also a shoe-in to get in there. It should probably win, too, since it's the only real comedy in there. I mean, I haven't seen The Big Short, but I bet that it's not really a comedy, more of a drama. I don't know. All right, Best Picture Drama, the big category. We got Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Spotlight, The Hateful Eight, and The Revenant. My alternates, my omissions were Carol, Steve Jobs, Mad Max Fury Road, and Creed. So if any of those get in, then aren't I a big idiot for not including them? I also decided to leave some room in my video for just a little bit of booing because I probably got them all wrong. And it'll be a nice little ironic touch for this to come out after the Golden Globe nominations to actually see that I'm probably all wrong. It's just going to be all dramatic irony. So if my nominations are correct, and they're probably not, the leaders in nominations for the Golden Globes this year will be Spotlight with 7, The Hateful Eight with 5, Steve Jobs, The Big Short, and Bridge of Spies all with 4, The Revenant, The Martian, and Love and Mercy with 3. I guarantee you that Love and Mercy won't get 3. It probably won't get 1. Mad Max Fury Road, Creed, Carol, Joy, Trainwreck, The Danish Girl, Brooklyn, all with 2 nominations each, Ex Machina, Trumbo, Concussion, Room, The Intern, Sisters, Spy, and Sicario, all with 1 each. This will be really funny to watch, I think. I think this will be a really funny video to see. If I get them right, then I have documentation. And if I get them wrong, then it's just hilarious to see my ineptitude. Ineptitude, good word. Nice job, Jake. Anyway, now go on to my reaction video to the nominations. I'm going to do before, after.